Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So if you're wondering why I look like Miss Kwan from Cat in the Hat, it is because I tried something new with my eyes today, and this is why I don't try new things. So today we're going to be talking about the BH and Daisy Marquez palette. This is it right here. I'm going to go into detail. I'm going to show you everything, but I'm going to show you the eye look that I did today first. She's here again. If you see her running through the background with that thing, just ignore it. So this is the eye look that I have going on, and I think that the eyeshadows performed very well. I just feel like these colors just don't look good on me, which sucks. And also, I never know what lip to pair with it. I barely blotted on like this pinkish lipstick that I had and put a little chapstick over it just to kind of make it a little bit glossy, but I feel like I just look crazy. I feel like with colors like this, I just don't know how to pair it. She's going crazy. Are you done? We're just gonna have to ignore her. So back to the palette. Like I was saying, I just don't know how to pair stuff like this with lips. So I mean, like if I do this, it looks better, but as soon as you see my lips, you're like, ugh. I was looking for like maybe like a cool tone brown color, but I had put on Bow and Arrow by Kat Von D, which is like a cool tone brown, and that just kind of looked like too much. So that's just another reason why I don't like these kind of colored shadows. But with that being said, I think that they performed very well. And also, I don't have any foundation on right now. I just have like a little bit of concealer and like a little blush and a little highlighter. So that could also be why I look a little strange with this kind of eye look. But nonetheless, I like the palette. So let's talk about it. This is actually the 4th time I've used the palette on my eyes. I was gonna do a video where I do like a first impressions, like using it, but I didn't want to, she's still going crazy. I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to do a first impression. I like to kind of get the feel of an eyeshadow palette before I give my thoughts on it. So this is it right here. So the first look that I ever did with this palette was I put this in my highest part of my crease, and then I put this color kind of like in the same mix, and then I put this kind of like in the closer to my lid crease, and then I put this dark color all over my lid, and it was so pretty. It was like a dark kind of smoky eye situation, and I really liked it. And then 2 days in a row, I did the same neutral kind of look. I put this in my crease, and then I put like those 2 shades on my lid. I just did like each day a different one. So I did those 2 neutral looks, and then I did this look today, and what I did for this was I put the Tiffany blue shade in my crease, and then I put slime all over my lid, and then I have this in my inner corner. And I mean, I don't think the look came out ugly. I think maybe because it's so similar to my eye color, I think it kind of throws me off a little bit. I don't know if that's it. I just think warm tones look better on me. I've said this multiple times, but you know, to each his own. I think if you like these kind of shadows, I think for it being a matte light blue shade, I think it performed very well. I was not expecting it to blend so naturally, just like a traditional Yeah, I think if you like colors like this, I think you'll definitely like this palette. And so I actually, well, my friend bought it for me, but it was actually $19 when we got it. But it retails for, I want to say 23 or 24 now. For the first weekend that she released it, it was $19. So we got it for a little bit cheaper, but either way, I feel like it's worth it. And honestly, I didn't know if I was gonna love this, but I think this is my favorite part of the palette. The top completely comes off, and you set it up like this, so that way it looks like a vanity. And you can see right here that there's a beautiful, you can see right here that there's a big, beautiful mirror in the palette, so you can kind of set it up as a vanity. It falls out a lot, okay? But anyways, I cannot believe that again. But anyways, the reason that I like it is I don't think that I would ever sit it up and use it like this. I mean, maybe in a situation I would. I'm traveling soon, so I'm gonna take this palette with me when I travel, so we'll see if I actually use it. But I like to take it out, and I think I'm this way because I wear glasses, so I can't see. Like if I have this sitting up right here and I'm trying to do my eyeshadow, when I take my glasses off, I can't see anything, so I need it like this close to my face when I'm doing it. So I like the fact that I can just pull it right off and just, I really like that. And I kind of have been doing all of my makeup with this, hence why it's already dirty, even though I've only had it for like a week. But yeah, I really like this little thing on the palette. I think that it's kind of unique. I've never seen another palette do that, and I think she was really smart to do this just because it gives it something different about it, which makes people want to get it. It's not just your traditional boring palette. And I love BH Cosmetics. I'm so happy that she collabed with them because I knew I wanted to get Daisy's palette as soon as I found out that she was coming out with a collab. She's been kind of hinting at it for a few months now because I love Daisy, but I'm so happy that it was with BH because one, BH is super cheap, and two, I love BH shadows. I have a few BH palettes and I have just like some random products from them, and I really, really love the quality of their shadows for the price. So I was super happy that she collabed with them, and I like how like fat and sturdy it is. Like you can, I don't know, it just feels like a heavy brick. I like it. I am gonna do swatches of the whole palette just in case you guys wanna see. I know some people don't like swatches, but I just wanna do it just so you can see everything in action. I'm gonna do the top row, the second row, third row, and the bottom row. This is the first row right here with no flash. This is a scar, but this is the first row right here with no flash. They go from the first to the second, third, fourth, and fifth, and I think that they perform pretty well just with swatches. All right, this is the second row right here, and you can see that these are super, super vibrant, especially this red shade right here. I think they perform really well, and these are all one swipe swatches. Trust me, I have no reason to lie, trust me. But yeah, I think they're swatching super well so far. This is actually my first time swatching these, so this is like news to me too, how well these are performing. And I never realized, they look a little chunky right here, but they're really not. I think it's just maybe because the way that I swatched them, but on the eyes they don't look chunky. But I'm realizing that these shimmers were very soft pressed. Like when I felt them, they felt almost like a cream consistency, not so much like a Super Shock shadow from ColourPop, but it has that same kind of creaminess to it. It's not like a hard powder. These are performing so well, especially this one right here, this copper looking one. Whenever I swatched it, it immediately was just strong pigment, just like that. That's insane to me. So I didn't realize this before until I started swatching them actually. The top two rows are mattes and the bottom rows are shimmers. I'm pretty sure she did that on purpose, but I never Eilish! So yeah, I think that's a pretty cool aspect, and I kind of like how, I know this is going to sound stupid, I'm going to sound crazy for saying this, but I feel like every way that you turn it, it looks like a different palette. Like when I see this, I see neutral palette. When I turn it like this, I see colorful palette. When I turn it like this, I'm like pastel palette. And when I turn it like this, I'm like cool tone, like strange palette. Like, I don't know, I'm just crazy. Whenever I look at palettes, I'm a very visual person. So I kind of, the way that colors are set up kind of bugs me. Like Too Faced's new Pretty Mess palette bothers me really bad because everything is like all crazy in the layout of it. It just irritates me. I like when palettes are organized very nice to where I can see everything and I can see the looks in my head. Like this right here, for instance, I can see this is a look right here. Like this can be a look. Like, I don't know, I feel like everything cohesively goes together, and I really like how she has the palette set up. I think this palette is great. This is probably my favorite palette this year so far that I've gotten or that I've seen online anywhere, because there's a lot of palettes that I don't buy just because I don't have the money for it, but I watch so many reviews on them, so I've like formed my opinion on it, if I like it or not, or if I think I would like it. I have my own opinion on it. So just from everything that I've seen, I think this might be, I mean, I'd have to like really take a look and see if I'm forgetting anything, but obviously if I'm forgetting it, it wasn't good enough for me to remember. I think this is my favorite palette of 2019 so far. And also, I'm sorry that I didn't apply it on my eyes in this video. I just didn't even think about it. I did the look and then I was like, well, I still need to film a video on this. I was going to do 5 looks and then do it, but I just wanted to do it today just because I had some free time babysitting my child. So yeah, I just wanted to put the video up, but I'm sure I will use the palette in the future in another video, so stay tuned for that and you'll get to see it in action. Thank you so much for watching this. If you have any video ideas for me or anything that you'd like to see me do on my channel, please comment below, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!